Okay.
Beginning scan. Have a
Yep.
pleasant journey.
I'm not picking up anything that needs to go to the capital. Unless I'm headed back to the capital already.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
Can I read all the little information it gave me? Dolphins use a mechanism known as echolocation to keep track of both their fellow pod members and potential prey. As the name suggests, they produce sounds which bounce off objects and return as echoes, allowing them to get an idea of their surroundings. Interesting in and of itself, of course, but what I find more interesting is in the recent research suggesting that BBs use a similar method to detect BTs. As you know, BB pods are designed to mimic the conditions inside a human womb and are key to preserving the BB's connection with this world and the next. Well, recent research now suggests BBs are capable of producing something not unlike dolphin sound waves. These pulses travel through the amniotic fluid and out of the other side, bounce off BTs, and return as echoes, allowing a BB to ascertain the location of threats. That's cool. Egyptian mummies, pyramids, etc. At what point can it be said that a man truly understood what it meant to die? I don't really want to read all this. We have these creatures develop legs in order to move more swiftly, or to more swiftly return to the safety of the sea when stranded. No, I don't know. Their name for the process of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. That's cool. Dooms in the Zodiac. Physiology, the fact. North Corellium in Earth's atmosphere means that it's difficult, dare I say impossible, to actually observe the constellations at any point. Huh.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I should have taken the job while I was there. You can take as many jobs as you can carry. Noted. Nice. Actually, I don't like the green. Doesn't match my outfit. I'm gonna change it to blue when I get back. Ah. The terrain north of that mountain is a lot flatter. I believe it. I think I picked quite possibly the worst possible way to do this. I don't know why I'm going higher and backwards. I didn't realize I was going higher and backwards. I don't even remember getting on the other side of the mountain. Anybody build a ladder anywhere near here? Oh. The one time I tried not to use the map and I was going up a mountain and backward. It was a valuable lesson learned, Cole. Use the mountain. Or use the map.
Just you, yourself, and me. Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
Okay. Made it back.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, let's see. Got metal delivery to distribution center. 30 kilograms. God, there's so much metal. Alright. Back to it.
Order assigned.
Also this one.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
Alright. Now we got it.
Order assigned.
Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order, head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Is that it? Right there?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, that's so nice. Noted. Now that I know how to do this, noted. Hold on! Ooh, that's close. There, easier way down this slope.
One foot, right in front of the other.
Too bad there's nowhere to hide.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
Let's go.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine-looking post box. If you...
Okay.
Access it and select Share Locker. You can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by
Unfortunately,
others,
I
they'll
don't.
do right by you.
Need the time fall to stop. I don't have a cave or anywhere I could hide. Oh, nice.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
I can punch? I didn't know that.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. Gotta say, you truly are incredible.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right then.
Good work.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Do-do-do. Why'd my health bar just pop up?
What's up,
What?
Sam? Your cargo's been pinged.
By what?
Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Oh my god. Noted. From here on out, I'm making a path around the red areas. In retrospect, that would have been a good idea. Go over me. Where are you running?
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Well, that was concerning. Well, we could do it. Alright. So I don't really want to walk all the way around this thing. What's this? The one sign did remind me. A break from what? Walking? Because I kind of agree. What is that? Why'd the screen do that? Well, that's not good. This is the worst path I could have chosen. I want to scan often in rain. That's good to know, Cole.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hold my breath when it's orange. Noted. Yeah, and the ore deck is orange. Um,
Something wrong, Sam?
that's not good.
Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Uh,
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia.
that's
If your
dumb.
BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Don't get in the water that the train marks red or you'll fall. I honestly didn't even see what I did not pay attention to the water at all. Ooh, motorcycle.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
My cargo got pieced up in that rain.
Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it.
Metal.
Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
Yes.
They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Let's go.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
I do mind, actually. I see why this game takes so long if you're crossing the whole country.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
See you later, Cole. I'm actually about to hop off and eat some dinner anyway.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
Both of those resin boxes were about done.
Thank you for your continued support.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Alright, let's go take care of baby.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
Yeah, that was a lot of bees. I'm a little lost.
To simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
Nice.
You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
This is my child, sir.
Each one has been physically removed from its Steel Mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Working those holograms is so abrupt and concerning. Why do you have to handcuff yourself to the bed? Also, those beds do not look comfortable.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another.
I'm alright.
And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
I don't think so.
I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
It's a little concerning. Kinda think I just don't like the glasses. I do like the hat though. Well, I want to make it black again.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Interesting.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Try running. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Trying to hear that countdown? He just exploded.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course, But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Bad news. If you're delivering those rare metals, everyone only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in afterward. Okay. Like more jobs. Mules and drone syndrome. People put up work by machines who got called up again, convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought a whole new disorder, delivery dependent syndrome, they call it. That's crazy. That's what BP stands for, is bridge baby. Less that the death stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Whatever that means.